I did a little bit of preparation for it. It was a character I've always wanted to play because there's an element of comedy with the character because he's so awkward and he tries so hard to try and get people to like him that he just comes across as just being awkward and different things like. But I really liked him because he had a lot of character to him, and everything he wanted to do was for the best, and he wanted to help out. So my preparation was, well, basically me, just be aware of more awkward things that I'm doing, and just heighten them slightly, and just be a little bit more of a nerd than I actually am. Working on the set was great, because we were on location and we were in this really nice cottage and just really, really pleasant atmosphere. Everybody was great to work with, from the crew to the actors to everybody, directors, producers. It was just one of the most relaxed atmospheres, but very busy, which was great. Everybody had a job to do and everybody was doing it, but it was a lovely atmosphere, and there was never any issues with anything. Everybody was always happy to do anything, and there was no stress or anything, but it was really nice. I've never worked with Colin before. It's my first time. I hope it's not the last. But he's lovely. He really kind of breaks down scenes for you, and he makes you a lot comfortable. It's not just a case of it's all technical and he sets up everything and doesn't have time for the actors. He really sits down with the actors and go, right, this is what we're going to do with this, and I think he should be a lot more softer, and I think his character is much more pleasant, but he really concentrates on the actor, and he gives him so much to work with. He's especially good with Lorcan, the kid who's playing Matthew, great little actor. He just has this great way of working with him. I've never seen an actor work with a kid like that. He just knows exactly what to say to Lorcan, and he does it straight away. But that's also that's Lorcan's ability as a great actor. He's only like 11 or something. And he's one of the best young kid actors I've ever worked with. Fantasy was something I've always really liked. It's gone from the 80s was just a really good decade for proper homegrown made sci-fi and fantasy movies. You had The Labyrinth and Never Ending Story, and these movies that had no CGI or any of these computer effects. Everything was really just makeup and hair and atmosphere, and it was a real, I don't know, just reality to it, and I think this is what we have now with this film, is that we're not using all these effects that then just look like you just sat on a computer for a few hours and made them. We're making everything. Everything's handmade. Everything. It's a really good throwback to those movies where, everybody kind of put in together, and it was a really kind of a group effort, But yeah, always loved sci-fi and fantasy. Loved them. It's favorite decade anyway, the 80s for those movies. So.